So use these, so the point of doing those takedowns before is to give you a tool. It's a tool to help with this exercise. Okay? So Scott's going to do the throw. Okay? So do the first one. Let's do the first one. So the forwards, backwards. But this time, remember, I'm not doing clean cut, Aikido style demonstrations where I do a wicked backflip and roll and stand up again. I don't want to go to the floor. Remember, we're not on matting now. We're in the street. I don't want to go to the floor. I'm going to cling on for dear life. Maybe I'm going to grab something. I'm going to grab hold of Scott. So he does the, so do the throw again. So you go 1, 2. But this I'm going to hold on. I'm going to take him with me. Like this. Now it's going all pear-shaped. Okay? It's going pear-shaped because this isn't my plan. Right? Well, it's my, Scott's the one doing it to me. Scott had a good plan. I've ruined that plan. Okay? So now we have to improvise. So you have the tools to help you do that. Now, somebody with a basic understanding, a very basic understanding of Jiu-Jitsu, is we can go into the basic positions. Okay? Depending on how you land. Okay? Because let's be honest, if you plan to fall into a position whilst you're doing the throw, you're kind of preempting it's going to go wrong anyway. Right? So it's all going to plan. Then it doesn't, I have to think quickly and fall into a ground position. Okay? So in this case, I'm going to do the throw to Scott now. Okay? So I'm going to go 1, 2. Scott's going to take me with him. Now, anything can happen here. I could end up on the side. I could end up on top of him. Or I could end up, maybe Scott knows what he's doing, he's throwing me over here. Okay? Either way, I've got to react accordingly. So straight away, I'm looking at 3 ways we can resolve this. Okay? So we'll go from the side, is if I'm directly on top of him, I want to put be careful with this if you're juniors, is to put the body weight on him and bring myself to my feet. Ideally what I want is to try and roll him over, so I'm behind him, get shoulder to hip, and use that to help me up. Ideally, that's what I'd be aiming for. Okay? If I was in mount, and I'm trying to get out of this, I'd certainly be looking for ways I can control the body, so I can stand, keep the weapons away from me, if my objective is to stand up. Okay? For the sake of practice, for the sake of something that we can practice without taking up too much time, is we'll do from side control, but we're to focus on trying to roll the body over. So to do this, the easy thing to do is try and get the limbs that are on the side of the body that I need to move over. So it might be that he's got his knees up, I'm going to push that side over. I'm going to take this wrist, I'm going to push it over. I'm going to keep the weight on him. So I don't want to use arms like this, I don't want to use too much arm strength. I'm going to use my body and roll him over, like this. Put the hand on the shoulder and the hip. So if he tries to wrestle with me from there, bear in mind I've got my weight on him and I'm controlling 2 major pivoting points in his body. I'm going to actually use this to stand up. Okay? Something they focus on in Jiu-Jitsu, which I totally agree with, is don't turn your back on them. Is don't do this and then sort of, I'll give you a bad example, but something like that. Control yourself up and away. So do it from side control. Roll them over, up. Keep your guard control. Okay? Maybe I've landed on him, so I'm going to take mount like this. Okay? Now, I'm being quite courteous here, I'm not literally sat on Scott, but this is quite a tricky situation for me to be in. So I'm going to try and put myself in a position where I can escape this. So Scott knows what he's doing, he's going to bridge, pick his hips up, pick your feet on the floor, pick your hips up, off the floor, pick like you're bridging, pick your hips up, off the floor, throw me forwards, then he's got me, okay? So in this case, what I want to do is take the weight forwards, get into side control, and then I can escape, okay? Or, worst case scenario, is I've gone down on the floor and Scott's thrown me over him. In this case, if I can roll and stand up, then try and do it. Probably the likely thing that's going to happen is he's going to throw me and he's going to end up on top of me. So he's going to roll me towards him and he's going to try and take side mount or mount. In this case, I've just got to try and get out of this. So if he ends up in side mount, I've got to try and push away from me, shrimp, get out of this, push him off me, try and get out. Or if he ends up in mount, on top of me, again, he's going to try and work his way up. I'm going to try and work my way the opposite direction. I can do things like bridging, so you can take the arm, take the foot, roll it over, and stand up. Okay? So to revise, if I throw Scott, 1, 2, 3, if I land inside, on side control, I want to try and get him facing away from me, shoulder and hip, and escape. If I end up on top of him, like this, I'm going to put my weight on him, get the leg over into side control, and then try and escape. Or if I end up rolling over him, 1, and he does this, I'm going to try and shrimp out of it, get the knee through. I can go into guard, like this, or I can just try push him away with my foot, keep myself facing him. I don't want to do this if he knows what he's doing. I want to keep him in front of me. He stays down, I get up. Okay? Straight up.